Hi, thank you for joining me again. I wondered if you wanted to make a fish pie with me. I went to see my mum today. She didn't really have very much in her fridge. So I thought I'll make her a fish pie because she'll really enjoy that. And I will make one for myself too. I'm not overly keen on freezing things. I don't think it's great. So I'll probably make a couple and some little ones, and then she might have it on the trot, or I might have a couple of nights on the trot with the fish pie. And it's going to be sort of modelled on a basic BBC good food recipe, but I'm going to just literally throw everything in, and I'm going to just do the white sauce my way, which I find the easiest, and I've been doing it for hundreds of years, so it'll be a bit deviated, but the normal thing. So I'll show you what I bought from Aldi to make the pie with. I've just popped in there and see what you think. So I'll show you what I got in Aldi. I'm not a massive fan of Aldi, if I'm absolutely honest, but it was on my way home. I got potatoes, and look, some of these are already sprouting. This is why I'm not a fan. So I've got potatoes, I've got salmon, and what I'm thinking, I might just put this in the freezer because seems to be a lot of fish here. So I've got salmon fillets. I've got smoked haddock, which I think is a definite for a fish pie. Now, when I've looked at the back, you can't freeze this, so I will use all of this one up today. But I will, I think, freeze the salmon for another day and another night. Eggs, of course, milk's in the fridge, marge or butter. And then these are quite chunky, aren't they? Cod loins, so quite a big wedge of those. I'm going to ram some green beans in as well for extra nutrients. I have got an onion in my stock. I just bought some mushrooms, and I bought some cheddar cheese, and I just knocked over some salt. I don't think I have any pepper. And I'm going to do it here in my gorgeous new Spode casserole dish because she'll particularly love that, and she hasn't seen that before. So that is the plan. Obviously just milk, and I will get started by peeling the potatoes, and I'm almost certain you won't want me to see me do that. I'm sure you've seen potatoes being peeled before, and I'll put them on the boil. So hang fire, it's all going to start happening soon. So here we are back again. The potatoes have been creamed, and I've put some boiled eggs in and the beans in the bottom of the containers, so they're all ready because they don't need to be cooked again. I put some eggs in, some hard boiled eggs, because I think I quite like the surprise of an egg inside. I know it's a bit random, but you can get those fish pies with egg in. I've grated my cheese, I've got mushrooms in here, and I just found a bit of pepper. I've got the onions prepped. This is corn flour here, which I've decanted into another glass thing. I was getting confused sometimes with the icing sugar and the corn flour, but I know this is for a fat corn flour, so we're okay. Oh, I need the milk, I'll just get that. We've got marge, we've got onions. I think we're ready to rock and roll now. So I'm going to fry off the onions first. So I think we need to just get this on. I'm not 100% competent with the new hob yet, or the oven for that matter. So we'll give this a go. I'll get the milk ready. Put some in here. Not sure how much we're going to use. So we'd put the onions in just to get the flavour. I put the fish in the fridge so that it doesn't get warm. Let me get some sort of a slice. Might have that a bit higher. This is definitely not James Martin, Delia Smith. This is Susan's bish bash bosh method. So take out of it what you like. Just quick, isn't it, really? My body seems to be wanting a lot of fish lately, which is good. So this is an induction hob, so I'm very sorry if it's a little bit noisy. I haven't worked out how to turn the fan off. Not that I want to turn the fan off. So I thought we'd just fry these onions off and the mushrooms just for a nanosecond, really. I'll just pause you there a minute while this is happening. Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. I quite enjoyed making this, if I'm absolutely honest. I need to do this more. It's just always time, isn't it? And it is quite expensive to make your own from scratch, but we know what's gone into it if we make our own, don't we, really? Nothing processed or preservatives. So just let those fry off. I'm not a great one for spices. My granddaughter says, "Nam, you put some spices in." I don't mind a bit of caramelised onion there. I might put some sauce in. Don't judge me. I'm not a professional. Just give these a couple of nanoseconds. And then we'll get on to the white sauce. So now we're going to melt the butter. You can see that's melting there. Just a knob of butter or marge. By the way, it's really important. It's really important that the pan doesn't have any water in, over and out. Then we are going to add the corn flour, and it gets quite exciting quite early. So once you've nearly got the butter melted, I hope you can see all this. Can you see into the pan? I've got the worst tripod in history, so let me just see, make sure you can see. Right, I'm going to add a couple of, probably 2 level. 1, 2, a bit more actually, because I do like the sauce thick. Let's do 3. Let's do about 3. We can always add to it. And once you get the corn flour in, it's a job to just get it all into the marge. And once that's sort of on its way, which that is, you start adding milk quite quickly. So a bit at a time. Get the milk to be absorbing this corn flour and marge. Can you see? Because we don't want it to thicken up before. I tell you what, I'm the most messiest cook in the world. This is what you get. This is real life, guys. So we're just keeping that nice. I ought to send it to someone like James Martin and say, "What do you think? Have I got potential?" and just keep going. I think I'm going to start ramping the heat up now because I have a very low attention span, and we can do it. So I'm going to get this going a bit quicker. This Bosch induction is very feisty though. It's really funny because when I make a milky drink before bed, I can go up to bed, take my makeup off, get my clothes out for the next day, do anything I want, and literally I go to get my drink. I've got into this terrible habit of having a milky drink in bed reading a book or on my phone, and the milk is still boiling. So that's interesting. It seems to get things really, really hot. I do need to finish this kitchen off. I need to apply myself, but with having a motorhome now and wanting to go away all the time, I've sort of got a bit sloppy, which is very naughty. I'm just going to put some lemon onto the fish before I forget. I did put a bit of salt on, so that could be soaking in a minute. Worst case scenario, we can add more corn flour to thicken it up. I might need to show you how to do that. I do like quite a bit of sauce though. I don't want it to be like dry because there's quite a lot of ingredients in this pie. This is when I slop it all over, so I'm having to be much more considerate today. What's your favourite thing to make? I like baking. I'm not so keen on making meals, I must confess. I will show you how to make a pumpkin cake though, because now's the time to get your pumpkin tin in before they get really expensive. Because they're about £2.50, the pumpkin tins of puree. And then when it gets to nearer autumn, and let's face it, Home Sense have got all their autumnal ornaments coming in now. Well, the pie filling goes to like £9–10 on Amazon, which is absolutely crazy. So I seem to have bulk bought when it came down in price, so I will make one of those, and then you can get your pumpkin puree in if you want to make it yourself. So we're going to ramp it up now because I need it getting thicker. Worst case scenario, we can add, if it doesn't get thick, what we do is we just add a bit more corn flour. You don't add it directly to the pan. Bits of milk, like that. Oops. Just get that like into a nice paste, because this is what I do when I get fed up. Just put this in, and now it will get really thick quickly. Oh. I'm not very good at cleaning this either. Oops. This is a bit of trial and error with this one because I'm very naughty and don't read the instructions. I wonder if I'm on my own with all these things I'm sharing with you, or if you're the same. I have the attention span of a gnat, quite honestly. So hang fire and it should get going. We're going up to 9, we're going all the way. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, come on. Watch it go thick all of a sudden and then I won't be able to cope. We're going to add the cheese next actually before the fish. I do think there isn't enough milk looking at all the content. I'm going to add a bit more. Come on. So it's getting thick at long last, quite quickly now. So what I'm going to do is just put the cheese in. Oh gosh, I think there's going to be too much fish for this pan. So just quickly run that cheese round. Keep adding milk as to what you want the texture to be like. I'm going to just put some of the fish in. Oh, let me turn it off. Let me just turn it off while I add the fish. Can't deal. It's getting quite stressful then. Oh God, that's too much. Let me put some more in. It's going to be layered up. I just want to get it in here because it will cook in the oven really. So it's just really to get it all in. Try and whip it round a bit. That will do. Right, so I'm going to put it in the dishes. So this is my one and my mum's one. Try and get equal in both. Put her some in there. Because literally fish doesn't take long, does it? She better cook it through or else there will be a situation. Right. Don't you hate it when you see people who are chefs and they never sort of scrape the pans out? It bugs me, like you'd never know. Okay, I've probably got more fish than her to be fair. So put that in. Then we're going to get the mash. Put the mash on top. I'm not sure if you can see, hopefully you can. Oops. That's probably all going to sink. I used to love doing domestic science at school. I don't think children really get much experience of baking at school, do they now? So I'm just going to just roughly put that on. I don't need too much potato on mine. I need to cut down on the carbs really. Hopefully my mum's has got enough on. She'll be overfaced by this. She'll go, oh God, I can't eat that. But she has my brother for tea, so hopefully they will eat it together. She gets really easily overfaced. So actually that's not a bad judge there, Susan. Not bad at all. You have to stick with me and subscribe for more antics in the kitchen. That'll make it gorgeous and golden brown. I just think if the top looks good, never mind what the others looks like. there's enough. It'll go golden brown from the sauce inside. Didn't really give myself too much, but that's okay. I will show you mine tonight when it comes out of the oven, and I will now clear up. I'm going to cook them both because I was a little bit worried that that fish slightly cooked on the sauce, and I don't want to have it part cooked, so I'm going to cook them both, and my mum can warm hers up. So there they are, nice and cozy. Leave them there. So it's looking good. I'm going to turn the oven off now. They've done about 45 minutes at 180, so you can see it's looking great. Oh, it's jammed up the camera. That's better. All bubbling away. I do like to leave it about 45 minutes, I think, as a rule. Whatever I put in the oven, I like to leave about 45 minutes. So I'll get it out now and let it stand for a minute. So I hope you agree that looks really sensational. It's quite nice to have a home cooked meal. So let's get it plated up. See how this is. Try and do it with one hand. Definitely need an egg in. Cheesy. I doubt I'll eat it all, but there we go. Just thought I'd show you that. Bon appetit to me, and good night everyone. Hope you have an amazing evening, and like, comment, subscribe, come back soon because I need you. See you soon. Have a great day. Bye.